Hello everyone, welcome to the World of Micah. Today we're going to be here on International Drive in Orlando, Florida, where we will be talking about some history of this famous drive. International Drive, a lot of history here, a lot of ties with Disney. It's going to be a lot of fun. Now, let's take a closer look. Now let's go back to 1968. An attorney in Orlando named Finley Hamilton paid $90,000 and bought a chunk of land over here, which we now know as International Drive. In May of that same year, he opened this hotel right here, the Hilton Inn South. They partnered with Walt Disney World and they trained the employees here to open Walt Disney World. Now I'm gonna back up just a bit because there used to be a bunch of stuff here and I kind of want to show you guys what this looked like back in the day because I did find a photo. It's always been interesting to me that Finley would buy this land, open this hotel right around the time Disney was doing it. Maybe he had an inside, person or someone telling him what to do. Now in 1972, they paved this road right here connecting Sand Lake to Kirkman, and they called it International Drive because it sounded important. And that's a true statement on the iDrive website. So I did find a photo from the early days of International Drive, and we'll match it up right here. There was a York Steakhouse right over here, a Morrison's Cafeteria. This is the Hilton South. There was a Wet n Wild billboard here, and then there was the Days Inn right down here. This is what it looks like 2024. That's pretty rad, right? A lot of changes over here in the International Drive, the beginnings of International Drive right here. This Cocoa Key Water Resort. This is grand opening, early development, 1968, International Drive. And then what it's become today, I don't think Finley Hamilton had any idea. And I believe this Rosen Inn International here was one of the first hotels here. Mr. Rosen, who was a former Hilton and Disney executive, partnered with some folks, bought a hotel, opened it, and I believe he and his dog, Ren 1010 was his name, lived here. But now this area over here is completely abandoned. I think they're gonna do some changes on this side of International Drive very soon. And this whole area tried to be revamped once upon a time, the Zombie Island. And they tried to revamp this a long time ago with the zombie paintball thing, and they moved Zombie Island over here, and they were gonna turn this, what I call the Pee-wee dinosaur look-alike abandoned volcano place into something zombie themed, but it never went into fruition because it was called the Volcano Golf at one point, and they just never changed it. But now it sits completely abandoned back here, and I think this whole area is going to change very soon, along with Epic Universe coming. I think people are going to want to cash in. Yeah, it just sits completely abandoned over here. This old volcano putt-putt was going to turn into Zombie Island. Never did. And now there's just remains of scary dinosaurs back here. But then you drive back and oh my gosh, there's a very nice Hampton Inn and Suites. That's so crazy, right? Right next to the Rosen Inn over here. And this is the Cocoa Key Resort. The water resort back there used to be Hilton Inn South on International, right next to I-4. I'm sure someone wants to do something really cool with this. Let me be in charge, or at least a consultant, because I could totally get this place up and going. Needs a lot of work, but I could tell someone what I think they should do. It does make me sad that this is like the way it is over here, because there's some cool dinosaurs, a cool idea. You are on an island. There used to be water right there. You know, this was an island. Now let's head down International Drive further towards what used to be Wet and Wild. We're gonna travel down to 1977. And I gotta say, the magic Midway is gone. They are tearing it down as I walk by. Holy cow. Used to be right here, the slingshot. And then right over here was the big go-kart area. But they're just tearing it down right now. I wonder what happened to the go-kart that was sitting on the edge. This is advanced demolition who's doing this. Wow. This is mind-blowing. I knew they were gonna tear it down, but I didn't think it was gonna be like this. This is nuts. So yeah, slingshot was there. You had all the rides in the back, and then right up here was the entrance to the Midway where the games were. And then right around here, I believe, is where the big roundabout was going, and they had the go-kart hanging off the side, you know? And then we walked right over here. Not here, here, or here. Over here, there used to be a small building that was like a Disney ticket selling building, but that's no longer here. But holy cow, it's all level now. That's nuts. That is absolutely nuts. Yeah, right here was that building, because I guess the property line ends here. That makes sense. Chili's is still standing. Wow. In March of 1977, George Millay, who was a co-founder of SeaWorld Orlando, opens Wet and Wild, and I think it was billed as the nation's first water park, right down the street here. Now, all on International Drive, you have these freestanding booths. Some of them sell tickets, some of them sell different things. But in 1977, the same year Wet and Wild opened, an 8th grade dropout by the name of Eli Spassy opens the first freestanding t-shirt stand gift shop on International Drive, south, half a mile south from Wet and Wild. Now, this is not where it was, but I was just showing these so you could see what I was kind of talking about. We've got to go all the way down. And then in 1978, Eli has a great idea. I'm wondering if old Eli started, you know, raking in the mucho dinero and was like, you know what? I'm going to buy a building, get it built right across from Wet and Wild. And when these teenagers and these families come out of this water park, they'll be like, man, I really, really, really want a t-shirt, something dry. Oh my gosh, she's got $9 Mickey Mouse shirts. It's crazy now. I mean, almost everywhere on International Drive, you can buy Disney t-shirts for $9.99, actually 3 for $9.99 now. And so many Disney gifts here. I love this, the old Orlando Circus School. I can't believe George Music Store is closed. They used to have the DeLorean right here in front. Right there. It was parked in between those two rocks. And I always thought this was like George McFly's music store he opened because his son Marty became a famous musician, and the Pinheads took over the world like Beatlemania. They don't need that DeLorean anymore, so they put it there. But yeah, this does make me sad. No more George's music. So straight ahead would have been Wet and Wild, the entrance to Wet and Wild. And then to the right is a gift shop, and I believe this might be the gift shop that Eli started right here, because it makes total sense. And as you see now, they sell tickets, and it's a gift shop. Sure, they might have Mickey Mouse shirts for $9.99 in there still. Who knows? But I believe that's it right there. When I was doing my research for this video, this building straight ahead can be seen in all the classic photos that I found. I'm gonna show you guys a few photos that I found of International Drive. Yeah, this hotel has been here for quite some time. Yeah, I found some photographs, and I always resorted back to this hotel to get my bearings, as well as Wet and Wild. You can see in this first photograph, the Red Carpet Inn, Wet and Wild, and this hotel in the distance. So we know it was there when Wet and Wild was open, obviously. I'm not sure when this first photograph was taken. Second photograph is actually looking back towards International Drive from this hotel area. You can see Wet and Wild on the left-hand side, and then Eli's, I think Eli's gift shop over there to the right. Also the Monumental Movie Hotel over there. A lot of, you know, classics, I guess you could say, here on International Drive. I would love to stay at this hotel right here. The 4 Points, the Sheraton 4 Points. I would love to stay here. Get a 360, you know, of the hotel and everything, and kind of just see what the views are up there. Maybe we'll do that one day. However, that's all the time we have today, and I will see you guys on the next adventure, where I will travel to the unknown with my good friend Vampira. Until then, stay weird. Goodbye.